probably over a month or so ago. This is in the matter of the application of Enbridge Gas Utah to increase its distribution rates and charges and to make tariff modifications. Docket number 25-057-06. Just for the record, we have held 2 other public witness hearings. We've decided as a commission in major matters going forward. We did this in the Rocky Mountain Power General Rate case. We held a hearing in Cedar City. We decided in this rate case that we were going to hold a hearing in Southern Utah and in Northern Utah. So a hearing was held, public hearing was held in St. George, and a hearing was held in Vernal. And so we appreciate the opportunity to hear from the public about the issues in this case. We have Matthew J. Croshaw with us today. We'll ask you to come up. You can come up at this podium, and it says the party is 47G. What is that? You can wait till you get to the stand and tell me.
Yeah, so 47G is a public-private partner with the state of Utah for the aerospace and defense industry.
Okay, perfect. Okay, welcome, Mr. Croshaw. We're not going to put unlike going to the legislature, they tell you have 2 minutes.
A limit.
We'll let you speak, say what your prepared remarks. How long do you think you're going to need?
Oh, I have about a minute of prepared remarks, not knowing how busy it would be. So maybe I'll read this, and then I'm happy to answer any questions.
Or you can ad lib after that.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's
okay,
great.
Please proceed.
So Matthew Croshaw, Chief Operating Officer at 47G. A little bit. Okay, Utah's, so 47G is Utah's Association for Aerospace and Defense Companies. We work closely with Utah's military installations, industry partners, and communities to convene, promote, and advocate on their behalf. Our mission is to ensure that Utah remains the nation's premier ecosystem for aerospace and defense. The industry is one of Utah's greatest economic strengths. It supports nearly 500,000 jobs, represents about 20% of Utah's GDP, and has experienced remarkable growth. 23% job growth and 31% wage growth over the past 5 years. These companies are essential to Utah's economic future and to our nation's security. We appreciate the opportunity to comment on Enbridge's proposed rate increase and to share the perspective we hear from Utah's aerospace and defense employers. As drafted, the proposal places a disproportionate burden on Utah's business community at a time when companies are already navigating significant cost pressures, shipping, materials, labor, insurance, compliance. Virtually every cost category has risen. When we talk with employers about growth opportunities, one theme we consistently hear at the top is rising utility costs. These increases directly affect hiring decisions, workforce retention, and the ability of companies to expand operations within the state of Utah. Some of the largest manufacturers in our state, companies that anchor entire regional economies, are telling us that rising utility costs are limiting their expansion plans. Utah has long benefited from reliable, affordable energy, a competitive advantage that has helped shape this industry, but that advantage is now narrowing. With Utah now sitting near the middle of the national energy cost rankings, we are increasingly competing with states that offer substantially lower rates. When companies evaluate where to grow, utility costs now weigh more heavily than ever before. We understand that energy costs nationwide are rising, but Utah's business community should not be required to shoulder more than its fair share of that increase. Doing so will have real economic consequences for jobs, for investment, and for Utah's long-term competitiveness. Thank you for the opportunity to share these concerns on behalf of the companies that we serve. We look forward to working together to keep Utah a place where businesses can grow, innovate, and continue contributing to our state's prosperity and security.
Thank you, Mr. Croshaw, for those prepared remarks.
You bet.
Is there anything else you'd like to add? what you
think so.
said.
No, I think that covered it.
Okay.
Happy to answer any questions, though, if you have any.
I'm assuming you're referring to not just the rates, in this case, the gas utility, but also electricity rates as well?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so the company that you represent and that you're associated with would have absorbed cost increases in the Rocky Mountain Power rate case?
Right, that's
Okay.
correct.
All right. And your statement is you now think Utah is about in the middle of the states as far as the electric and gas rates, if this
That's our understanding, yes.
proposal is adopted. Okay. All right. Let's see if anybody has any questions. Mr. Croshaw is obviously a person of some stature as in the community, and if anybody wants to ask him any questions or get any clarification, we'll turn to the commission. Anything?
No.
Commissioner Harvey?
Well, just one number caught my interest and I'm intrigued. You mentioned 500,000 jobs?
Yep,
Where?
direct and indirect jobs that support aerospace and defense. Direct and indirect jobs that support aerospace and defense.
How large would you estimate Utah's labor force is?
I don't know that number.
Okay. All right, I'm assuming someone performed a,
EDC Utah.
I used to be the chair of EDC Utah,
Oh,
so,
great.
yeah, years ago, so
Yeah,
they would have been able to give you that information.
yeah.
So I'm assuming you're, if you have centers of strength, would be out by the Salt Lake International Airport,
Yep.
the Hill Air Force Base.
Weber
Up
County.
in Weber County and up Morton, well, I don't know what it's called anymore. It used to be Morton Thiokol up in Brigham City
Yeah.
area.
Yep.
Other areas where you have large employers of in the aerospace and defense
You
industry.
hit the main areas, Weber and Davis County.
well, they have Northrop Grumman
Mhm.
on the southwest side of Salt Lake County
Correct.
now.
Yeah, that was why places where they can use the Salt Lake International Airport for
Yeah.
their work. Okay, well, that's a very helpful perspective. I appreciate that very much. We
Thank you.
appreciate that very much. Thank you for taking your time to be here this
All right,
evening.
thank you.
Okay, I assume no one else had any other questions? I didn't see anybody. I have Croshaw. Is that correct? That's correct. Okay, okay, we've got the spelling of your name. Thank you. Okay, we'll go off the record. We'll be in recess until 6:30 or till somebody else shows up and wants to speak. after a brief recess, and it is 6:30, and there have been no other public witnesses who've appeared. We indicated in our notice that if you were here by 6:30, you could address the commission. Seeing no other individuals here who are present to address the commission, it is now, hang on. My Apple Watch, which is excellent, is now 6 o'clock. We are adjourned. 6:30.